Here we are for the Australian baseball alumni. We have Adam Silva, Connor MacDonald and Lachlan Madden. Welcome, guys, and if you can just give us a brief outline who you are and how you got into the sport.
I'm Adam Silva, play with the New York Yankees, and I got into baseball through a mate actually. My grandfather and my dad both played locally, and one day one of my best mates at primary school was going down and play baseball and convinced me to come try out, so I went down, and ever since it's just kind of rolled on from there.
G'day, my name's Connor MacDonald. I played for the Houston Astros, and my dad influenced me to play baseball. My dad played in the old ABL, and I've started T-ball, or I played T-ball when I was 7 and been playing ever since.
I'm Lachlan Madden, also a fellow Houston Astros player. My father got me into baseball, played for 38 something years, and he just got me to come down and play, so that's how I started.
Okay. Now, you all signed professional contracts when you were young, and you've been over there, but what is different with you guys from the other guys I've spoken to? You guys all spent some time in the Dominican Republic this year and last year for Adam. So if I could start with you, Adam, what was that like? I mean, you've battled injuries all through your year because you just overwork yourself. We all know that. Everyone tells you to slow down, but it's not in your mentality. You keep working hard. So how was it when you first went down to Dominican? And what's the...
Look, it's definitely, when I first went down there, it was definitely an experience. I learned a lot, not only about the game, but also about myself. Going down there, especially by myself, it was tough. But no, I learned a lot about the game and that. Obviously, injuries have held me back a lot. So I've been down there longer than me and the Yankees have intended. So just going down there, just taught me about the game, taught me how to play harder. But it's also, alongside the injuries, has taught me how to look after myself a bit more as well. Getting injuries one after the other, it's kind of it's not about going balls out every day, but it's also about maintaining baseball. And I mean, if you're not healthy every day and you're not playing every day, then you're not going to go up the ladder. So learn a lot in that aspect as well.
And just on the injuries, and we've spoken to some other guys about how tough minor league baseball is. It's really a mind game more than anything else. Everyone thinks it's the greatest job ever playing every day, but until you actually experience it, you don't realise how hard it is. How do you get across with those injuries? You know, the mindset's got to be really the toughest part.
For me, I mean, I've had a couple of major ones now. It's kept me out for 4 to 5 months in a row. So, yeah, for me, it really does get to you. I mean, each time it's just setbacks. Like, Jesus, it really does push you back. And obviously that 5 months off, so that 5 months you're sitting on the couch resting, or you're sitting on the physio table getting worked on. There's an extra 5 months that the other players are out in the field getting better. So it's really hard to get your head around mentally. But when you're out in the field, you're just going to make the most of everything. And I feel like the injuries that I have had, I've learned a lot from. And it's something that other players may take for granted sometimes. Ones that haven't had injuries, I've learned a lot through that, and hopefully that's going to help me from here on in. That's
a fantastic answer. Now, you other two gentlemen both went over the first time this year. Did you get to fly over together or room together in spring training extended? And how did it come about when they told you guys were going to go down to the Dominican down there?
Well, originally I was supposed to go to extended, but unfortunately the visa held me back, so I didn't get to do any extended at all. Went straight to the Dominican by myself. But I agreed to go play down there when I signed, because they opened up a second team. And then Connor went to extended and came down and met me there.
Yeah, I was at extended, and then towards the end, they just had a lot of players, and they sent a lot of Latin players down there, and I was the only Australian to go down there. But lucky, Lachlan Madden was down there. When I found out, I didn't know what to expect. You hear stories from the Latin players of the DR, and it seems pretty scary or whatever. But playing down there, it's a third world country. You get to appreciate a lot of stuff you have back home, because some of the places that they're living in, it's really nothing.
Now, each club has their own complex down there, or they share a complex, which is okay. I haven't seen all of them, but some of them are quite nice. But it's when you get out side of the complex that it probably hits home that you're in a third world country.
Yeah, we went to the mall one night, and on the way back, we fit like 10 guys in a 6-seater taxi. So we had the doors open and legs hanging out everywhere. And there was an area that we had to make sure we locked up all the doors and windows because it wasn't a good area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember my first season, my family come over, and they were over for a couple of weeks, my grandfather and grandmother included, and we were going into town by car, and the military pulled us up, and they had AK-47s and shotguns, and about 7 of them surrounded the car, pulled us all up, looked at our IDs and stuff, and all they wanted was either alcohol or money. And this was their national military, asking some tourists for some grog. So it's a bit of a setback, like looking at things like that.
Yeah. And Connor, you ended up injuring yourself during the season, had to sit out the second half.
Yep.
What was that about, and is it all over now? Or your injury, I meant, not your career.
No. Yeah, I broke my hamate bone on the 10th of July, which is halfway through the season. Ended up having to fly to Houston for surgery, and then back to Kissimmee for rehab. When I first, I was kind of looking forward to going to Houston, and but when you're hurt, you do your stuff, and then you're just watching games for the rest whilst you're hurt, and it's no fun. I don't want to be hurt again. But I've been fine for about 5 weeks now, so never heard it again.
Okay. And Lachlan, how'd your arm stand up, having to throw every day and get out in the mound every 5 days or whatever it was?
It wasn't too bad. The first half of the season it held up pretty well, and then unfortunately, around the same time as Connor, actually, I got a rotator impingement, so that put me out for three and a half weeks. So it didn't hold up as well as I wanted it to, but I didn't expect it to hold up amazingly in my first year. So.
And that's a good point. That's what the minor leagues is for, is just to learn all about how to keep on that constant line without having the ups and downs, how to deal with injury, get yourself in shape, and then hopefully make a little bit of money at the end of it, which you're already on the path to. Now we're in Taichung. You've got the tournament starting tomorrow against Japan. Seen the field today. You've had a workout. You've been in Sydney a few days. Any comments or anything, or how are we looking?
I think I'm confident. I'm confident. There's a good vibe amongst the boys. I think we're all going to get out there tomorrow. We're not going to take Japan for granted. We're going to go out there. We're going to give them everything we've got, and we're going to take it to them. I don't know what they're thinking we're going to be like, but we're definitely not going to push over. We're going to go out there and we're just going to give it all and really take it to them.
Yeah, the team vibe. The baseball community is pretty small in Australia, so all the players pretty much already know each other. So you've got a good team vibe going. But how to work out on the field. It's probably the best stadium in Taiwan, so looking forward to it.
As the boys said, the vibe's amazing. Got a good ball club here, including coaching staff as well. Just looking forward to it. It's going to be a good tournament.
Okay, look, guys, thanks very much for your time. I'll let you get back. You've just come straight off the field and had some other things to be done, but really appreciate your time and all the very, very best from the Australian baseball alumni. Thank you.
Thank you.